Okay, now we come to test 8B section A. Question 1. Which of the following solids is made up of 6 unit cubes? So let's look at all 4 options. For 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's 5 cubes here. Option 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 unit cubes here. So it looks like the answer should be 2, but let's look at the other 2 options as well. Option 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, option 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cubes as well. So yes, the answer should be 2. Question 2. Find the volume of this rectangular solid. So we have each side is 1 meter. So we can count the number of cubes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Top layer is 12 cubes. Bottom layer is 12 as well. Add them together, you get 24 cubic meters. So the answer is 3. Another way you can solve it is to find the dimensions. Here you have 3 meter. Here you have 4 meter. And for the height, you have 2 meter as well. Okay, and yep, that's the school bell. I'm recording this in school right now. So you can also use volume is 3 times 2 times 4, which should give you 24 cubic meters as well. Question 3. 1 cubic centimeter is 1 milliliter. So 670 cubic centimeters would be 670 milliliters as well. Okay, so for the first page, you have 2, 3, and 4. Question 4. Gopal filled a fish tank measuring 84 cm by 50 cm by 40 cm, and it is 2/3 full. So we have 2/3 times 84 times 50 times 40. So this is 52 times 28 is 56. 50 times 40 is 2000. So 56 times 2000 will give you 112,000 cubic centimeters, which is 112 liters. So your answer would be 1. Next, we come to section B. Question 5. What is the volume of the solid? Okay, we can think of this in terms of layers. So I'm going to shade each layer accordingly. Be back in a while. So we can shade the first layer like this. Okay, if you're having problems getting this question right on SLS, you can practice again in your test paper. It's okay. Okay, so for the second layer, maybe I will use a color like orange, or maybe you call it red. I leave it to you. Well, for the third layer, let's try blue. A little too much at the top layer. Let's try purple instead. Okay, so now we have 3 layers. So what we can do is find out the number of cubes in each layer. So for the first layer, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the second layer, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for the third layer, we have 9 cubes. So the total volume would be 5 plus 8 plus 9 would give you 22 cubes. Okay, so cubic units, 22. Okay. Another way of looking at question 5 is if you have some cubes, we could construct a figure like I have that looks like this in the picture. And the important thing is when you see there's 3 separate layers and you count, so the first layer you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. So remove it, you realize that there are actually cubes underneath the first layer, okay, underneath the first layer, which you have to count as well. So for the second layer, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cubes for second layer. And so remove it, you realize that the bottom layer, although you only see a few cubes here, but there's actually more cubes hidden underneath, and that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cubes in your bottom layer. So the total volume, you have 9 cubes, we have 8 cubes, second layer, and we have 5 cubes in the top layer. Altogether, we have 9 plus 8, 17 plus 5, 22 cubic units in total. Okay, coming to question 6. So we assume this is your front view and this is your top view. How do you see it from the side view? Okay, we are now going to move. Okay, so this is question 6. I've used the cubes to construct a solid that looks like this. And so if you see the side view, and if we turn it around to view it from the side, it's going to look like this. Okay. And after seeing that demonstration, I hope it's clearer. So the image would look like this. Okay, and you can actually shape this in any part of your worksheet. Moving on to question 7. Sally cuts a rectangular bar of soap into 1 cm cubes. So essentially it's asking you to find the volume of the figure, which is 4 times 5 times 3, which will be 4 times 5 is 20 times 3, 60 cubes. Okay, your unit is cubes. So I'm also going to show you what this would look like were we to actually form it out with actual cubes. So what would a figure that is 4 cm by 5 cm by 3 cm look like? It will basically look something like this. As you can see, there are 4 cubes by the side. Okay, turn to the side, you have 5, and the height is 3. So ask yourself, how many cubes are used to make up this figure? I'm going to move this away. So you can break it up into 3 distinct layers. So you have 1 layer here, 1 layer here, 3 layers. So each layer, as you can see, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60 cubic centimeters in total. So I hope that demonstration has made it clearer for you. Now we come to question 8. Bottle A has 8 liters of water. Bottle B has 750 milliliters of water. So what's the total volume of water in the 2 bottles? So 8 liter, we need to convert it into milliliter. So remember that 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. So 8 would be 8 times 1000. So this would be 120. So 125 times 7 would give you 875 milliliters. So 875 plus 750 will give you 1625 milliliter, which is 1 liter, 625 milliliters. Okay, that's it for question 8.